Components of SBMG. All states will develop a detailed implementation strategy and plan based on, but not limited to, the components mentioned below. Startup activities. Updating baseline survey. Conducting preliminary survey as to assess the status of sanitation and hygiene practices. Orientation of key personnel at the district or GP level and preparation of district plans. Preparation of state plan. Program implementation plan PIP. All states are to ensure data entry of all households on the MIS. Any household not entered by the states on the MIS will not be entitled for funds under SBMG. However, total incentive shall be restricted as per the PIP. The baseline survey data will be updated by states in April of every year to take into account changes in the GP during the preceding year. This does not envisage resurvey of GPs, but only entry of incremental changes that may have been happened in the GP in the preceding year. The updates will be based on a summary revision of the baseline data. Claims and objections will be filed by individual households for addition or deletion to the baseline data. The summary revision will be based on a transparent disposal of claims and objections in a Gram Sabha meeting. This will help in updating the status of households with IHHLS. Once a village obtains ODF status, the maintenance of the ODS status will be the responsibility of the community. Any new household added to the village must be access to toilets. The state will also be given the option to make corrections in the MIS baseline data after approval from MDWS where there is reasonable explanation for such changes. Expenditure on startup activities will be booked against the IEC component. Information, Education, Communication IEC. The Swachh Bharat mission Gramin is not about constructing toilets but aims at behavior change of the masses to adopt better sanitation practices. Therefore, information, education and communication strategies, planning and their effective implementation is the key to the success of Swachh Bharat. Thus, IEC activities are not to be treated as standalone activity as a component of SBMG, but the SBMG is largely about effective IEC to nudge communities into adopting safe and sustainable sanitation practices. Out of the central fund allocation under SBMG, 8% is to be utilized on IEC activities. Out of this, 3% is to be utilized at the central level MDWS on a pan-India campaign. This shall highlight national priorities on sanitation, hygiene and cleanliness. The remaining 5% of central share allocation shall be used at the states on IEC, BCC, IPC and all related communication activities and on capacity building. The state must put in its share of funds for IEC keeping with the center-state sharing in the ratio of 60:40 between GOI and the state governments. States should spend at least 60% of the overall IEC allocation central and state share on interpersonal communication. Role of states for IEC. The states are to lead the IEC BCC plans and be responsible for percolation of BCC interventions across the states. Developing the BCC IEC strategy and plans. Ensure that planning and budgeting exercise for IEC BCC activities has been done for all districts. Operationalize state level activities. Mass media. Amplification of national IEC advertisements on TV, radio, community radio and or creative design of state specific creative material for mass media dissemination. Use of social media. Maintaining active Facebook and Twitter pages around Swachh Bharat mission. Regular felicitation of local champions at the state level. Using local celebrities to spread the message of SBM. Explore further use of innovative tools like community tools for connecting directly with local communities. Ensuring all IEC positions at the state and district level HR structure are filled appropriately. Engaging relevant agencies liaison with development partners and forming partnerships to implement the IEC BCC plans in the state. Regular monitoring of progress and timely reporting on the IMIS. Contributing to Swachh Sangraha, knowledge management portal of SBMG. Facilitating organization of workshops, conferences and consultation from time to time for advocacy, capacity building and knowledge sharing among the officials working on sanitation at the grassroots, the media, sector experts, sanitation policy, researchers, etc. IEC BCC activity should be carried out in the post-ODF phase as well as to continue focus on issues such as cleaning and maintenance of toilets, emptying of toilet pits by the household, continuation of usage, developing Gram Panchayat mechanisms to ensure sustainability, ensuring water for sanitation, SLWM activities, etc. Role of districts for IEC. Districts are to prepare a detailed IEC plan as the first part of their annual implementation plans as per their overall strategy to reach all sections of the community. This is to be done with the resources of the IEC consultants at the district level and the state level. Support of local NGOs may be taken for interpersonal communication, selecting motivators, triggering activities, etc. Recommendations of RALU should feed into the IEC plans. Assistance of other agencies with expertise in preparing and implementing IEC BCC plans can be taken. The annual IEC action plan should be approved by the DWSC or DWSM. The Communication and Capacity Development Unit CCTUs, Water and Sanitation Support Organization WSSOs set up at the state level having IEC consultants must also support the districts in developing good IEC plans, implementing and monitoring the same. Districts are required to develop detailed IEC plans for the district, fill relevant sections of the district Swachhta plan, develop an annual calendar of IEC activities, ensure enrollment of one or more IEC consultants at district level, enlist the services of the Zilla Swachh Bharat Prerak in scaling up IEC activities, use of social media, maintaining active Facebook and Twitter pages around Swachh Bharat mission, monitor IEC implementation in all GPs. Detailed guidance on IEC activities are included in IEC guidelines for states and districts issued by MDWs. Funds required for implementing the IEC plan may be provided to blocks, gram panchayats and/or agencies involved in its implementation under the IEC component. The development of all material templates may be standardized by the district or the state mission if required in consultation with expert agencies. IEC funds should broadly be used in both the pre-ODF and the post-ODF phases so that sustaining the momentum is possible. The project districts, however, shall have the flexibility of deciding this division depending on the baseline survey reports and rate of acceleration of sanitation coverage. Clarification of IEC activities and utilization of IEC funds under SBMG. SBMG guidelines do not link expenditure of IEC funds with actual expenditure on toilet construction. The IEC activities can be carried out independently without linking it with toilet construction subject to ceiling allowed for IEC expenditure. Clarification on Swachh Bharat mission, Gramin implementation. The guidelines do not make any distinction on the basis of place of stay of person since the program focuses at achievement of complete open defecation free communities and provision of access to safe sanitation to all. State may therefore take appropriate decision at their end, also keeping in view the provision of other statutes. Toilets should be provided to be people staying on encroached lands under SBMG. The same will be delinked from any form of tenure, security or right of title on such land. Funds available under IEC may be used for imparting hygiene education to the rural communities, public as well as students in educational institutions. Although wash in schools will be the domain of the HRD Ministry, Department of School Education, the IEC plan should include the component for raising awareness among students, teachers and parents. Funds available for IEC may be used to raise awareness, disseminate information and skills on menstrual hygiene management. IEC plan should include this component for raising awareness among all stakeholders. The entire state level plan for IEC should be approved by the state level scheme sanctioning committee.